Hey guys, I'm Tammy and welcome back to my channel. I thought I'd pop on and share everything that I made in the last month. I have some really cute projects to show you today, and one of them isn't even a sewing project. It's another project that I did that's still crafty and fun, so definitely stick around for that one. So a couple of weeks ago it was my niece's birthday and I knew I had to sew her something really cute, and I have this fabric in my stash and it's basically a cotton poplin. It just feels so nice on the skin and it has a nice amount of structure too. This is one of the fabrics I made in collaboration with Minerva. I'll leave a link down below, but when I made this one I just knew it was going to be perfect for kids clothing, so I thought why not use it up and actually make something for my niece. So I made this dress right here and honestly she loved it. So I made it a couple of weekends ago and it just was such a fun project. I used the paper doll pattern Evie dress and that was a really fun sew. So it has a really cute ruffle detail at the front and then it has a button back. It also has a gathered skirt and it was just a fun and easy sew. It wasn't complicated at all. I remember being able to sew it in a couple of hours, so it wasn't a complex project. I remember liking the instructions as well. I hardly sew for other people. I literally only sew for myself. I don't often sew adults in my family clothing. I'll just always sew their kids things. So obviously I knew I had to go ahead and make her a cute dress. I'm so glad I used this fabric and it just felt like the right amount of playfulness and colour when you use a really bold fabric like this. Definitely let me know down in the comments if you also sew for little ones or your family or just in general people that you really care about. I find it's one of those things that is so personal to whether you actually want to sew for other people or if it's a hobby you like to keep solely for yourself. So the next thing I sewed last month is this pair of underwear, and I basically used a viscose jersey and then a blue peacock trim around the waist edge and the leg openings. That one is in the wash because I absolutely love that one, but I thought I'd show you other pairs that I've basically made that have the exact same construction technique anyway. So that is my Lila Panties pattern and I've got one right here. It's the same exact shape and silhouette, I just use a different fabric. So this one I made in a cotton jersey and it also has a blue peacock elastic like that. So I released this pattern just over a month ago and oh my god, it has been so well received. So many of you absolutely love this pattern and I keep getting so many messages of people that have never sewn underwear before. They've tried my pattern and been in love with the entire process. Honestly, sewing your own underwear is just so fun. It's also so quick to do, and now that I've managed to really create the perfect fitting pattern, honestly it's not just my words saying this, other people that have made this pattern have just sent me so many DMs saying just how much they love this pattern, how perfectly it fits them. So it's just one of those projects where once you sew it you're never ever gonna buy store-bought underwear again. Like personally I'm never ever gonna buy underwear in store again unless it has a very specific cut, but personally I like to be comfortable, I like to be cute, and that's exactly what this pattern incorporates. I'll leave a link down below on where you can find it. So this one is the cotton jersey and then I also have another cotton jersey in a really cute floral fabric. Oh, I love this one. I haven't actually worn these two yet other than wearing it for photos, but I basically have made about, I want to say 11 or 12 now, and they have become my heavy rotation underwear. Like I might even throw away old underwear that I just don't wear anymore because I already have so many new ones that just fit like a glove. So you can sew this pattern in under an hour, and the pink version that I made last, that was for a brother collaboration, and that one also just fits really well. So I used a lighter weight jersey, a viscose jersey, and it just feels so nice on the skin. I would say it's probably the most lightweight fabric I've used for this underwear pattern, and it still worked really well. So well in fact that I wore it literally the same day I made it and was like, I need to start wearing this one because I love this one. So yeah, I have so many of these and they just become such a staple in my wardrobe. So another thing I made not that long ago, I would say a couple of days ago, I had this idea for a blouse in my head and I thought I need to make this into a pattern. And so I made this version right here. This was actually the first toile and it didn't really fit that great. It was too tight, but there was definitely areas I really liked about that pattern. So I made adjustments, played around with it a bit more, and then I made this version, which was version 3, I think. I think I'd made one in between that, and then this one was the third version. And I have it right here. I've not buttoned it up or anything. I actually haven't put buttons on this. It was purely a fit test. And when I was testing it, I just put a pin where I'd want the buttons to go. But essentially, it's a really cute blouse which you can use cotton fabric or woven fabric in. Over here you've got the puff sleeve here, and then you've got the elasticated wrist over here, and it's got a facing all the way around. I also included a side buster right here. I need to make this again in nicer fabric to give it a proper test before I go ahead and make any more changes. But I really like this blouse and think it's going to be the perfect pattern when you just want to have something nice and casual to wear, but it still makes you feel put together. I think this is definitely going to be one of my future patterns because I absolutely love it. I was hoping if I really like the next version that I sew, I will try and get it out before the summer comes to an end. So this one specifically was made in a really cheap cotton. I can't remember where I got it from, but it's like, I think it's about £1 or 2 a meter, so it's really great for practicing with. But now that I've got the rough shape in place, I will play around with it in like a cotton or a linen or a viscose that's a lot better quality. So definitely let me know in the comments if you're excited for this pattern and if there's anything you'd love to see included in the details. If you always wanted to learn how to make your own sewing patterns, I have a whole course dedicated exactly to that, and I'll leave that link down below as well. It's just one of those things that once you learn how to make your own sewing patterns, it really does allow you to create any style that you want, and being able to just go into different shops and go, you know what, I like that, let me try and recreate it at home, is literally the best feeling. Okay, so let me show you the project that doesn't involve sewing, but it was a crafty project, and it is this top right here. Oh my god, so I have been seeing everyone try beading, like bead embroidery. So I basically started off bead embroidery for fun, and I made this not that long ago. I was literally just practicing using beading and actually sewing it into the fabric without it coming apart, and I found it so fun to play around with. So I'd first done I think a cherry, and it didn't turn out well at all. It was so wonky, and then I tried the cherry again. I think I also tried a bluefish, and just gradually I started to get more consistent stitching. So then I went ahead and drew a lemon on this t-shirt right here, and the process is actually much easier than you think. So if I just zoom in, that is what the lemon looks like. It's meant to be a lemon, but I actually ran out of yellow halfway through, and I realized I had to incorporate green, otherwise it just wouldn't work. But honestly, it turned out so much better than I thought. So yeah, that's the lemon from the right side, and then the wrong side, if I just show you, I basically used interfacing, like iron-on interfacing that I use for sewing, and used it as a backing where all the threads were at the back of the bead. So this is definitely gonna stand normal washing. So this is what it looks like on me. I absolutely love it. It's just like such a fun technique to try on clothes you already have. I definitely want to incorporate beading into my own personal sewing projects, but I thought before I do that on things I really care about, I should probably practice on cheaper t-shirts first. And I'm just really glad that I did that on this t-shirt because it honestly is so nice. It turned out so much better than I thought it would. But definitely let me know if you've also seen bead embroidery everywhere and it's something you want to try, because I definitely recommend it. But yeah, something about just pushing yourself and learning a new skill is just so much fun. And then especially when you can incorporate it into something you already love, that is literally the best of both worlds. And then the last thing that I made not that long ago, literally a couple of days ago, is this dress right here, and you might have seen it already on my YouTube channel. This is my Margo Pinafore pattern in this really gorgeous fabric. So I got this from the Stitch Festival. I went to Fabric Godmother's stall, and it's a really cute cotton fabric with such a nice detail on it. I just knew when I saw that that had to be made into a Margo Pinafore. If you don't know what the Margo Pinafore is, it's a really cute dress pattern. I released it earlier this year, and you basically can sew it with a V neckline version or a square neck, and this version is the square neck. So you can see right here it's got a square neck variation at the front, and the back is rounded, and the insides are finished with the burrito method, so it's really nicely finished on the insides, and it just looks really professional and neat. It's the perfect silhouette, and it's great for summer, and I personally obviously love it because you can just throw it on, it's easy to wear, and it just makes you feel really put together. I hope you enjoyed seeing everything I've been working on in the past month. Honestly, since I released the underwear sewing pattern, I've wanted to take a bit of a step back and just enjoy summer while it's lasting, because I mean at the moment it looks so grey and dull outside, and I just want to enjoy summer and not be so focused on producing and creating every single day. But then again, when I did have free time, I picked up beading, so I don't really know. But I'm excited about about the beading because I really want to incorporate that into just so many pattern ideas that I have. And it's one of those things that you can do in your spare time on the sofa. That's probably why I enjoyed it so much, is because I didn't have to focus as much. I mean, obviously you're focusing and having to look where you're exactly placing the beads, but when you're just following like an outline that you've already drawn onto your top, it's so much easier to follow. I'll have to have a think of what I want to be next and keep you up to date with that. I'll leave a link in the description box to all the projects that I talked about in this video. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.